In this Photoshop tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the gradient tool step by step, so you can create smooth color blends, dramatic lighting effects, and professional-looking transitions on your designs. This is one of those tools that can completely change the mood of an image once you know how to control it properly. If this video helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Photoshop tutorials just like this. Now let's jump in. First, you want to create a brand new blank layer in your Layers panel. This is a really important habit because it keeps your work non-destructive, which means you can edit, move, or delete the gradient later without affecting the original image underneath. Once your new layer is ready, go over to the left toolbar and select the Gradient tool. You can also press G on your keyboard to switch to it faster. Now look at the top options bar. On the far left, you'll see a drop-down box that controls the gradient type. Make sure it is set to Gradient, not Classic Gradient. That is very important because the newer gradient mode gives you live editing pins directly on the canvas. If you accidentally leave it on Classic Gradient, you'll lose those on-screen controls and the whole process becomes less flexible. Right next to that drop-down, you'll see the different blending geometry options. These are the shapes that decide how your gradient spreads across the canvas. If you choose Linear, the colors blend in a straight line from one side to the other. This is the most common style and is great for backgrounds, overlays, and simple lighting effects. If you choose Radial, the colors spread outward from a center point in a circular motion, which is perfect for glows, spotlight effects, or soft highlights behind text. Then you have the more specialized options like Angle, Reflected, and Diamond, which are useful when you want more stylized sweeps, mirrored transitions, or sharp geometric looks. Once you've picked your style, it's time to draw the gradient on the canvas. Click anywhere to set your starting color point, then hold your mouse down and drag out the line in the direction you want the blend to go. When you release the mouse, Photoshop will place a live gradient line on your image. You'll see circle pins on both ends, and in the middle, there will be a small diamond slider. This is where the real control begins. The best part about this newer workflow is that you can customize everything right on the canvas without opening a separate dialog box. If you want to change a color, simply double-click on either the beginning pin or the ending pin. The Adobe Color Picker will appear instantly, and from there you can choose any new color you want. This makes it really easy to experiment with different moods, whether you want something bright and modern, dark and cinematic, or soft and subtle. Next, let's adjust the blend speed. That little diamond in the center controls how quickly one color fades into the other. If you drag the diamond closer to one end, you create a sharper transition on one side and a faster blend overall. If you leave it centered, the fade stays more even and gradual. This is a really useful control because small changes here can completely change the feel of the gradient. You can also add more colors to the same gradient. Just hover your cursor along the line, and when the small plus icon appears, click once to drop in a new color pin. This lets you build more complex gradients with multiple tones instead of just two colors. That can be especially useful for creative backgrounds, poster designs, and abstract compositions where you want more depth and variation. And if you add a color pin that you don't need, removing it is just as easy. Click on the pin and drag it completely off the line. Once it leaves the track, it disappears. That keeps your gradient clean and helps you stay focused on only the colors you actually want. So to quickly recap, the process is simple. Create a new layer, choose the Gradient tool, make sure you're in gradient mode, pick your blending style, drag out your live line, then fine-tune the colors, midpoint, and extra pins right on the canvas. Once you get comfortable with these controls, you'll be able to create much more polished and professional results in Photoshop. If you found this tutorial useful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Photoshop tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.